So people would say, what's wrong with it? Scotty, come on, man. What's wrong with it, dog? What's wrong with just helping out a young artist? They asking for the dopest song and the dopest lyrics and the dopest spitters, but they don't really care who's dope or who's not. All right, y'all, welcome back. Studio A40. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit them likes, hit them likes, hit them likes, bing, bing, bing. Notifications, all that good shit. But in this video, I wanted to ask y'all a question. Is this promotion, if you want to call it that, is it even worth your money? I put out my last video and I had quite a few of my friends hit me up and tell me about other artists that hit they IG, you know what I'm saying? Was in they DM, all in they DMs. So it kind of made me think, I'm like, all right, even if these artists wanted to justify it and they wanted to say, well, you know, it's worth it being on my platform, I wanted to kind of just take a little bit of deep diving and see, is it really worth it for an unsigned artist, somebody that has no buzz going at all, like myself, I'll admit it, don't have no buzz going. Is it worth me giving Jadakiss, The Game, the Brad, is it worth giving these people $500 of my money or $750 or $1,000 just to be put up on an IG story? Now to me, it's like, it don't make sense. That's 24 hours. It only, IG story lasts for 24 hours. Even if you get put on a page, it still really don't make no sense because you're not giving these people a reason to want to click on somebody they ain't never seen. Just even though it's under a blue check, sitting on somebody's IG story for 24 hours isn't really worth $500 for promotion. Now we could talk about good promotions, Facebook and YouTube, and the reason why those are good promotions is because there's traffic. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of eyes already on YouTube. There's already a lot of eyes already on Facebook. So to put your brand, your music, your artistry in front of a lot of eyes, that's good. But if you're banking off just somebody's IG followers, you got to think about the engagement. How many times people are actually going to be engaged into you as an artist? Because that person is already engaged into whoever they're following. They following Bow Wow, they following The Game, they following Jada already for them. They're not following them for you. So when you kind of sit back, it's like, well, even if I was to get 3 or 4, 15 people to come click on my page, how many out of those people gonna buy my music or really like my music and support my music? Am I really gonna gain a fan? Because at the end of the day, we just want to gain ears. And by the promotion, you trying to get some eyes. You want people to see you. That's kind of why I'm doing these videos now. I just want people to see me. By y'all seeing me, then I get an opportunity to maybe get your ears. But if nobody's really paying attention, the money, the audience, the view, it don't make no sense. It's not adding up. Now, if every time you paid $1,500, you got about 5,000, maybe 10,000 more spins, that might be worth it. That actually might be something that's worth it. But that's when we got to go into what they're trying to promote, which are these mixtapes. So the mixtape was kind of the first way they were going about it. Hey, we putting you on these mixtapes. Now, mind you, I'm from an era that, we had the mixtapes. Like, we actually had to go mixtapes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's high kind of, like, so when you talk about mixtapes, people don't really listen to mixtapes no more because music is everywhere now. You can get music everywhere now. So to think that you're gonna be on a mixtape that you're not being featured on that mixtape in a sense to say, you're not getting a verse from this person. You're not doing a song with this person. So you're not gaining, you're not actually getting any equity within this mixtape, as well as this mixtape is in places that nobody can find it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll speak the truth here. You can find it. But who is really going to some of these places to look for music? The traffic isn't there. So though they may be guaranteeing you to be on a mixtape, the traffic to listening to that mixtape isn't there. You know, I've watched other people's videos, and shout out to y'all who's actually out here trying to at least educate some of these, you know, the up and coming artists and exposing what this whole thing really is. I've seen plenty of videos, and the numbers, some of these people aren't getting the numbers. 40 listens. I can get 40 listens just by making one of these. Hey, go check out 6 Dudes. Me and my boy Jay Gaines. Check it out, Studio 840. You know how we get down. So I can get 40 listens just by doing that. Telling y'all to say, hey man, while y'all supporting this type of video, hey, go support me, right? I have a better chance of getting those 40 listens by doing that than giving somebody $1,500 or $500 to go put me on a mixtape and nothing comes from it. The mixtapes aren't being featured in any type of magazines. You're not getting people to talk about it. There's no journalists that want to come have interviews with you. None of that. You know, you're not getting a chance to really get all of what you done put into it, because this music shit is a part of us. Like, y'all live and die, y'all breathe that shit. You feel this music. So if you really feel what you doing, it feels cheaping to just throw it out to some little place and you have to really go spend some hard money for it. My whole video this time was to ask y'all, is it really worth it? Is spending that kind of bread or giving these people the bread worth it? Because even if it was worth it, you wouldn't feel like you got scammed. That's kind of the whole reason why we here. It don't make no sense for somebody to give you money like that and you not providing me any kind of good service. You just providing me with a dream. It's a pipe dream. And that's what's sad, because you got a lot of up and coming and a lot of young people who are vulnerable to these type of things. You know, who don't got a house or don't got, you know, a whole lot to pay for. So when they get their little check from working at the mall, working down the street, hustling and shit, they passing that off to somebody, but they put a lot of work into that music. And so if your work ain't being valued, that's a problem, man. You work hard for this. I worked hard for this. It ain't a lot, but it's something. And you want to be able to say, as you continue to get further down in your career, that the moves that you are making are actually helping you and not helping you regress. This situation is for a lot of people, you regressing in this. You losing money. And they scamming you, telling you that it's all cool, and it's not cool. I'm trying to be a rapper, an OG and all that, but this ain't cool, man. A service like this could really benefit people. If these artists actually was taking the time to say, yo, we gonna pick a couple artists and do a song with them and try to, you know what I'm saying, just work with unsigned artists. It's nothing to them. It's not like that record now is gonna taint their whole career. If one of these artists actually said, hey man, send me some stuff and I'm gonna pick 10 artists, I'm gonna work with you via satellite, I'm gonna take some of the best verses I got, and I'm actually gonna put an album together. When I pick these verses, I'm gonna get you lined up, make sure that you get at least the writing credits and all that, and did something for somebody, they would actually be looked at as some really good people, man. It's not a bad idea for a known artist to just start working with up and coming artists that he likes. If an artist actually took the time, you might find some diamonds in the rough. You never know, but they don't. So I ask you, man, is it worth the money? Let me know in the comments right down there, man. I appreciate y'all fucking with this channel. It's amazing to see just how this shit all works, man. I'm amazed. I really appreciate it. I ain't gonna keep you long. Studio 840, Scotty Ducati, man. Fuck with your boy. Peace.